Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist Schooner while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. I'ma shock y'all with this video. I'ma shock you. And I'm not gonna throw the boy Hendon Hooker under the bus. Normally, anything anti-Daniel Jones, I gotta bury it. I gotta snuff it out. I gotta do that. But I'm gonna say this: the boy Hendon Hooker, he in my backyard. I'm on his swing right now. He's like Daniel Jones is like Daniel Jones is the home. He's the hometown kid because he's a Carolina kid. I rock with Daniel Jones because like he's in Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in Raleigh. He's in Duke territory. That's like an hour away from me, right? This kid here though, this kid is local. Like he's the same area code as me. Shout out to the 336. Understand something. The kid went to Dudley High School, right? I'm not gonna say what high school I went to because I don't want y'all trying to look me up or nothing, but we used to play Dudley. We used to smack Dudley on Fridays, man. Like, dude went to Dudley High School. I know where that's at. I just drove by Dudley the other day. I had some business over there. And I gotta say, man, in some bizarro world, like on some alternate universe, some variant version of the Giants, to quote the Marvel Cinematic Universe, if we had Hendon Hooker a quarterback, I'm with it. I like the kid. He's local. I can't not like a local kid. I'm sorry. He's local. Big kid, 6'4", dual threat, can run, can throw. Sky is the potential for this kid. I mean, like, oh my gosh. I love the kid. So when I heard the Giants were meeting exclusively with him, I wasn't mad. He's a local kid. I like him. I know about him. I heard about him. His name ring bells in the area. How I not like him? So I know y'all was probably expecting me to give y'all the hellfire, brimstone, how dare Joe Shane look at other quarterback. I can't slander him. Will Levis, I'd have threw him over a bridge. You know what I'm saying? I don't want some dude who puts mayonnaise in his coffee at my quarterback. But, you know, all this is it's just fodder. It's just news. It's not even news. It's just I don't know what it is, because at the end of the day, Daniel Jones isn't going anywhere. So I don't understand what the purpose of him talking to any of these first round quarterback prospects is. And you know, Joe Shane, look, I'm not going to bury Hooker because I'm not going to bury a fellow 336 kid. I ain't going to do that. But if I was Joe Shane, I'd tread carefully. I mean, are you trying to aggravate Daniel Jones? Are you trying to annoy Daniel Jones? And now you trolling him by talking to first round quarterback prospects? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are the Chiefs talking to him? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Are the Bengals talking to him? No. You know what I'm saying? Are the Eagles talking to him? No. So, you know, like, I don't like the fact that Joe Shane is flirting with these quarterbacks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Last year when he flirted with Malik Willis, I didn't care because, you know, I didn't know what he was going to do with Danny. I'm a Daniel Jones fan, but obviously because they didn't pick up the 50 option, they aren't Daniel Jones fans. So last year I was like, okay, whatever. He doing his due diligence. Okay, whatever. But after Daniel Jones wins a playoff game, throwing a practice squad receivers, Daniel Jones won a playoff game in Minnesota who had just won 13 games. I love how people want to slander the Minnesota Vikings because they lost to the Giants. That's still a 13-win team. We beat them in their building with practice squad receivers. The fact that Daniel Jones is sitting here being criticized for asking for a middle of the road quarterback salary is beyond me. $45 million is middle of the pack. It's middle of the pack. I think, let me see. If you paid Daniel Jones $45 million, that would make him the sixth highest paid quarterback, right above Josh Allen, right? So if he's number 6 today, by the time Herbert, Hurts, Allen, and Lamar, by the time those 4 quarterbacks get $50+ million, Daniel Jones would be at minimum the 10th highest paid quarterback at $45 million. So him getting criticized for asking for $45 million is ludicrous to me when that'll put him barely in the top 10 at the end of the offseason. And then, next offseason, he'll be out of the top 10 in salary when more quarterbacks get paid. So I'm just confused as to why people are sitting here getting upset at Daniel Jones for wanting money. I'm confused why Joe Schoen is flirting with quarterbacks in the draft right now. What the hell is going on out here? What are we doing? For real, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Does anybody know how to think 3 steps ahead? Does anybody know how to plan for the future? I preach this to y'all on this channel relentlessly. I say it over and over and over again. In life, you have to think 3 steps ahead. I don't think Joe Schoen is good at doing that. I think Joe Schoen makes a plan, and when things don't go according to plan, he don't know how to deviate. Because when Joe Schoen took this job, his original plan was to trade Saquon at the trade deadline and cut Daniel Jones and have a top 5 to top 7 pick and rebuild the team in his image. But that didn't happen because Saquon balled like we knew he would because he stayed healthy. And Daniel Jones finally got a little bit of help from the coaching staff and he balled like we all knew what would happen. So now we're in a situation with Joe Schoen. Instead of rebuilding the team, he has to, what's the right word? Instead of rebuilding, he has to retool. It's not a rebuild. It's a retool now. So he can't sit here and get rid of the Gettleman guys. He has to pay the Gettleman guys. And then he has to go bring in his own guys to make it better. That doesn't involve Hendon Hookerson. As much as I love the kid. Local kid. Gotta love him. But at the same time, I wanted to speak on it because it's in the news. And I'm putting out content heavy this all season. I was going to take a light, but I ain't going to do that. We're going hard. At the end of the day, Giants fans, Daniel Jones is our quarterback. We're not worried about Will Levis and his mayonnaise coffee eating self. We're not worried about the 336 kid in Henderson. We're not worried about it. Number 8 is the guy. We need to be worried about linebackers, wide receivers, and centers with that first round pick, not a quarterback. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.